Yeah, you can wave. That's fine. I don't care. All right.
Hi.
I have my 5 individuals here.
Fine.
All right, good afternoon. My name is John Blake. I'm a college student at Columbia College. My major is interdisciplinary studies. I'm a few credits away from having my associate's degree, and I plan to continue on to get on my bachelor's degree in the same studies. I'm presently taking a course in public speaking, and hopefully to learn by the end of this course how to get my points across without being too confusing. So today's speech is going to be on my strengths and my weaknesses in public speaking. So I have a little bit of experience giving some public speaks. I belong to a group who encourages you to come up and tell your story of what your life used to be like, what had happened to you to change your life, and what my life is like now. So I've given a few of those talks already to probably the biggest room was about 100 people. The good thing for me that I think one of my strengths is I tend not to get too nervous when I'm going to talk in front of people. I don't get the butterflies in the stomach. Some of my weaknesses are I tend to say, and I tend to talk a little bit too fast and not learn how to pause. And when I do have those pauses, I fill them with those ums and those ahs. And then the other thing I think would be a weakness is so far my public talk has just been about myself. So learning a new subject and a new things to talk about in public speaking would take a lot of time and require me to practice. The improvements that I hope to get when I'm in this class is I hope to learn how to slow down, pronounce words clearly so that everyone will understand, complete the sentence. I have a tendency sometimes to say what it is instead of pausing and saying what it is, continuing on. Remember that it's okay to pause and leave a few moments of silence for people to gather what it is that I'm saying. And of course, probably the most important thing for improving any public speak is to practice, 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 practice. So my conclusions, although I have some time behind the podium and I've given a few speeches, that doesn't make me a public speaker. I don't get nervous, but I tend to talk a little bit too fast, so that might be one of those things about being nervous, kind of fitting in all the information. Also, just so far I've only talked about my own life experiences. I haven't had to go on to subjects that I have to learn a little bit more about. Rehearse, practice. Remember that audio and visual, recording myself, will help me to improve where I've made my mistakes, along with audience feedback. All those tools put together at the end of the class will only improve upon and help me become a better public speaker. Thank you.